Hello everybody, I'm Phoenix King Sokka and I have a confession to make. I have never seen Thundercats. No, I know, I'm not sure how this has, I've never seen this before. I've seen He-Man, Transformers, Power Rangers, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I have never seen any version of Thundercats. The only thing I know about Thundercats is what I've seen in the short little stop motion sketches on Robot Chicken.
Panthro and Tigra and Panthro and also Chitara and also Wily Kit and Wily Cat and also Snarf. I think I said Panthro twice. I won't do that every time.
Today I'm going to watch the beginnings of the three versions of the Thundercats, the original from the 80s, the 2011 remake, and ThunderCats Roar. And you are going to see my reaction to this series that I know virtually nothing about. So, let's get started. So, we open with the ThunderCats theme song. I must admit, when I first heard the theme song, I didn't think much of it at first, but then later on I found it kind of stuck in my head. It's actually surprisingly catchy. So the episode begins with the Thundercats in a spaceship. And one thing that I immediately found disturbing was they all seem to be lacking something. Are they naked right now?
Just let the boy come down with a fever, or the pip, or something, and who gets the blame? Poor old Snarf, that's who. Snarf, snarf.
What the heck is Snarf? Is he like some kind of weird dragon thing? So the Thundercats' homeworld explodes. No explanation. And I was surprised to see how young Lion-O was. I thought he was supposed to be an adult. But here it seems he's just a kid.
This is the mystic sword of omens.
Is it anything like the Master Sword? So then the old man proceeds to give them all clothes, and then immediately after he does that, they find themselves under attack.
Oh, I don't want to be safe. Safe is boring.
Oh, I have a feeling I'm not going to like you. So they're under attack by creatures that the Thundercats call mutants, and apparently the mutants are after the Sword of Omens. Ah, she's a cheetah, she's fast.
Now you don't see me. Now you do.
So he can turn invisible? By the power of Grayskull! So with their ship damaged from the attack, they set course for a new planet. However, the planet is so far away that in order to get there with them all still alive, they have to get into stasis pods. However, someone still needs to pilot the ship, so the old man volunteers to sacrifice himself piloting the ship, while the rest of them get into stasis pods. So they do that, and the old man dies in a very bizarre way. He just crumbles to dust. So their home planet was destroyed. Now they're trying to find a new planet to live on. This is Battlestar Galactica! So their ship crash lands on what might be Earth? Maybe not? Still not sure? So Lion-O gets out of his stasis pod and it's revealed that he's all grown up now. I don't know why he aged, but when we find out that the rest of the Thundercats didn't age. Maybe there was something wrong with his stasis pod? I don't know, we're never given an explanation. So then they get attacked by the mutants again, which is weird because that indicates like the mutants were following them all this time, which according to the old man they were traveling for like centuries, but because they were in the stasis pod they didn't age. But it's like if their enemy was following them all this time while they were in stasis, why didn't the enemy like board the ship and take the sword that they wanted?
Good grief, Snarf. What's the matter with you? We're in big trouble here, and you bring me another stupid toy?
It's the sword! You're the idiot, Lion-O!
Lion-O.
Jaga? Is it really you?
You will go to the Dagobah system. So they defeat the mutants, and then we get into episode 2. Which we start out, Lion-O goes to explore the planet they're on, and we see the mutants are doing the same thing.
Architecture of a sort.
But in ruins. So there was some kind of civilization on this ridiculous pebble of a planet.
That was the Sphinx! This is Earth! Then the mutants come across this pyramid thing that electrocutes their ship and shoots them down. So the mutants go inside this pyramid thing, and they come across this mummy guy who is apparently Mum-Ra, the main villain of the series.
You need only know that I am Mum-Ra, and that I know of your mission here on Third Earth. You seek to possess the Eye of Thundera.
Third Earth? So this is post-apocalyptic Earth. Mum-Ra reveals that he also wants the Sword of Omens, so the mutants and Mum-Ra decide to work together to try to get it from the Thundercats. Meanwhile, Lion-O attempts to hunt some wild deer or something. However, the sword doesn't work for him then, and the ghost of the old man reveals that the sword can never be used to do evil, which apparently hunting is evil. So the mutants attack Lion-O to try to get the sword from him, and they fail. So then they return to Mum-Ra, who scolds them. The Mum-Ra changes form into like this buff form, and then he goes to try to get the sword from Lion-O, but for some reason he's afraid of his own reflection. And anyway, and then he retreats. And that's where episode 2 of the original series ends. So the 2011 series opens with a narration saying that they're already on Third Earth.
These were days of peace and prosperity on Third Earth.
So right off the bat, I can tell that this story is going to be different from the original series. This is more of a reimagining than a remake. And it's also revealed that there's a whole civilization of Thundercats, and they've got an empire. And that they've already met Mum-Ra a long time ago and defeated him. And then we get this show's intro, and I gotta say, it's not much of an intro. The original series had a way better intro. So we start off with some hooded character in a shady part of the city, and he tries to break up a fight between these guys who are bullying this dog guy.
You gotta pay too. In the slums, everyone's a dog.
I have a feeling you're the one who's going to pay.
And then it's revealed that the one in the hood is Lion-O. And I gotta say, I really like the intro to his character in this. He's introduced defending someone who's being bullied. That makes me immediately like Lion-O in this.
No, they're not cats, Snarf. But no one should be treated like that.
I like that they didn't make Snarf talk in this version. It makes him a lot more likable. And we're also introduced to Cheetara, who helps Lion-O out in the fight against the bullies. And it's also very clear now that all the characters have a very different look from their original series counterparts. And then we're introduced to the king of the Thundercats, who's Lion-O's father, and immediately I can tell that Lion-O and his father have a relationship similar to Prince Adam from He-Man and King Randor. It's just the father who's disappointed that his son is just a disappointment to him.
He knows how important today is. Where is that boy, Jaga?
Be easy on him, Claudus. Remember, when you were his age, your father wasn't always pleased with you.
And we're also introduced to Tigra, who my first impression of him is he's just kind of an asshole. So we get to learn a bit more about Lion-O's character, and we see he has an interest in technology, which, another difference from the original series, apparently all the Thundercat species believe that technology is just a myth. Very different from the original series where they had spaceships. So Lion-O, apparently he's kind of nerdy in this. He's interested in technology, even though everyone else thinks he's nuts because of it. This kind of reminds me of Ariel from Little Mermaid, who's interested in human stuff, even though the rest of the mermaids are like totally against that and think she's crazy. Also like Ariel, it's revealed that Lion-O is late for something.
Oh, I'm late.
So apparently what he's late for is they're going to give him the Sword of Omens to try out to see if he's worthy or something. Kind of reminds me of Thor and Mjolnir. So while Lion-O's holding the sword, he sees a vision of something. But when asked what he saw, he just, instead of telling them what he saw, he just makes up something and doesn't tell them the truth. And I'm just like, why would you do that? You want people to take you seriously, so why would you do something that's obviously going to do the opposite of that? Why would you not tell them?
What? I didn't see anything.
Yes, you did! Why are you lying? You literally have no good reason to lie! So then some guy named Groon comes along, and he's got a big rock with him.
And where is our dear friend Panthro?
He fought valiantly. Alas, he came up against a force that was too powerful for even him to overcome.
Panthro's already dead? And apparently he's returning from some war, something, I don't know. But they throw him a big party. And at the party, we're introduced to two more characters I recognize from the original series. It's Wily Kit and Wily Cat. And they're introduced by Wily Kit hypnotizing this guy with music while Wily Cat robs him. So they're thieves. So then Lion-O and Tigra get into this fight tournament thing where they're racing up a tree of some sort, and the first one to ring the bell wins. And this whole time you can tell that these two do not get along. They pretty much hate each other. And it's also mentioned that Tigra and Lion-O are brothers, which confuses me because Lion-O's heir to the throne, but they say he's the little brother. So wouldn't the older brother be next in line for the throne? Or is this like in Dragon Prince where Lion-O and Tigra have different fathers but the same mother, and because Lion-O's father's the king, that makes him the one who's next in line for the throne? Is that the case? Because if that's the case, then this makes sense. So later, we see a scene where Lion-O is defending two imprisoned lizard people from a bunch of people who are bullying them. And once again, we see just how just great character Lion-O is. He's just the kind of person who defends people who can't defend themselves.
These lizards have done us no harm. They don't deserve this.
Such an improvement from the original series, where he's just kind of an idiot. So then Tigra and Chitara also come to help Lion-O, and it's revealed that despite the fact that Lion-O and Tigra don't get along, they still got each other's backs. So even though Tigra, I still think he's kind of an asshole, but he's like an asshole but deep down he's still a good guy. So then we get into episode 2, and it's revealed that a lizard army is coming to attack them. So apparently the lizards are like the mutants in the original series. Then it's revealed that the giant rock that the general guy, whatever his name is, brought home is hollow and it's got lizard troops inside of it. So it was like a Trojan horse kind of thing. Then we get another surprise. It's revealed that the lizards have advanced technology. And when I say advanced technology, I'm talking giant robots. Then we get another surprise. It's revealed that the general guy is secretly working with the lizards. He's a traitor.
You would betray your own species?
My allegiance to you has earned me nothing. Therefore, I have aligned myself with a superior force.
Then it's revealed that Panthro's not actually dead, but he's being held prisoner. So the lizard troops quickly lay waste to the Thundercat city with their advanced technology. Then Lion-O comes in out of nowhere like a badass, and he starts using the technology he's been acquiring for all these years to fight back against the lizard troops. And it's just so awesome! So Lion-O's father, the king, goes to rescue Panthro, but then it's revealed that it's actually not Panthro at all. It's Mum-Ra in disguise. And then Mum-Ra proceeds to stab the king and kill him. So Lion-O and Tigra get imprisoned. However, then the lizard that Lion-O helped out earlier gives them a key for them to use to escape from their cell. So Lion-O and Tigra go to fight Mum-Ra. Lion-O manages to get the sword, and he blasts Mum-Ra through a brick wall. Awesome. And then it's revealed that Mum-Ra apparently doesn't like sunlight. Then Cheetara shows up again. Don't know where she's been all this time. And while the old man, who is now injured, stays behind to give the others a chance to escape, Cheetara, Tigra, and Lion-O, and Snarf go out to look for something called the Book of Omens, which apparently will, I don't know, fix everything, maybe? I don't know. And so that's where episode 2 of the 2011 series ends. Okay, so here's ThunderCats Roar. So right off the bat, I can see that this is a satire. Fortunately for me, I love satires.
There it is, Thundera. Never before has there been such a beautiful, peaceful, and harmonious place in the universe. But alas, everything explodes someday.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Now just sit there, mutants. Do some damage. Not to our own ship.
You're just so small. Who TP'd the skeleton?
Okay, that was funny and accurate. So I don't know about anybody else, but I freaking enjoyed ThunderCats Roar. Okay, so after checking out all 3 different versions of ThunderCats, my conclusion is that I'm going to keep watching all of them. The original, the remake, the ThunderCats Roar, which is pretty much just a satire. I mean, it's like Teen Titans Go. A lot of people say they don't like Teen Titans Go. I thought it was funny. That's just me. But yeah, I'm going to keep watching the ThunderCats series. Let me know if you want me to do more of these reaction review video things for various things. And I'm Phoenix King Sokka. Have a good one.